welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Manda from Manda the Biblio, and hi. Today I'm going to be doing my Readathin TBR, so I hope you stick around for it. I am so nervous right now. I cannot put that into words. I have not done a video like this in quite a while, but here we are. We're going to try to do it. Depends on if the baby stays asleep and how things go. We're just going to try and see what happens to kind of get things out of the way. Yes, my eye is a little red. I had eye surgery like 3 weeks ago, and I'm still healing from it, but here we are. So these lights are bright. Hopefully they won't bother the eyes too much. We'll see. Like I said, we're going to be going over my TBR for Readathin. I host this with Donna from Donna Mariereads. I will have her channel linked down below. She's amazing. She's one of my best friends, and I am so glad to be hosting Readathin with her, as well as a few other things throughout the year, but that's neither here nor there, so let's just get into the Readathin TBR. I will have her announcement linked down below as well. I will also have the website linked down below. I mostly did that, so, that's my participation in the announcement. But the first prompt for Readathin is orange, brown, or red on the cover, and for that I'm going to be reading Warrior Girl Unearthed. This is, I think, a spin-off to The Firekeeper's Daughter. I think it follows like the same characters, but it's not a direct sequel. I think Goodreads has it listed as part of the series, which is why I've counted it as part of the series, but Storygraph doesn't, so it's a little confusing there, but that's the book that I'm going to be reading for that. The next prompt is toward a yearly goal, and for that one I'm going to be reading The Dating Playbook, which is going toward my 12-friend challenge. This one is a standalone sequel to The Boyfriend Project, which I did end up enjoying that, so I'm looking forward to this one as well. All I know is that the guy is a pro football player, I think. It's sportsy in some way. If I am remembering correctly, I think that their relationship gets outed, but they aren't actually in a relationship, so they begin fake dating. We'll see. So the next prompt was the poll pick, and for this round we did first sentences. I ended up choosing 3 books that were recommended by one of my other best friends, Charlotte. I will have her Instagram linked down below, as well as her Twitch, because she streams on Twitch, but right now she's taking a break because of life stuff. But I highly recommend checking her out, following her on both. She's fantastic. But she recommended 3 Omegaverse books for me to choose from. So I put those in the poll, and then I added one that I found on a Stuff Your Kindle day. There's a baby squirrel shifter, I don't know, but I put that in there as well to see, and the winner for that one was Bro and the Beast. Sorry if I'm looking down, my laptop's right here with my stuff. But the winner was Bro and the Beast. I don't know, I think it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm looking forward to it. This one, I think the main character gets sucked into his brother's Omegaverse book, and now he's the main character in that. I think that's what the synopsis said. Don't quote me on that. So the next prompt was the buzzword book, and for this one I'm using the title challenge. I'm also doing the cover challenge, but for this specifically I'm doing the title, and that had to be never in the title, and for that one I'm reading Never a Hero. It's the second book in the Only a Monster series. It's technically called the Monsters series, but Only a Monster is the first book. The next prompt is to finish a series, and for this one I'm going to be reading The Nemesis, which is the third and final book in the Diabolic series. I've had that one on Libro FM for years now, and I really need to get it read. Hopefully this month will be that month. The next prompt is short book or graphic novel, and for this one I'm going to be reading a graphic novel. I will be reading Ancient Magus' Bride, Volume 11. Hopefully more, but specifically Volume 11. I pulled Ancient Magus' Bride out of my series TBR jar, which is on my Instagram and my TikTok, the video for that, so make sure to check that out if you would like. The next prompt was book with mental health, and I'm sure that some of the other books on my TBR for the month will feature mental health, so I did not choose a specific book for this yet, but the first book that I read that features mental health will be counted for that. The next prompt is book with cozy vibes, and for that I'm reading The Gingerbread Bakery. I'm currently reading this one, actually. It was the first roll for my chaotic guide stuff, so I'm currently reading that. I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of a rivals to lovers type thing. The two of them are bridesmaid and groomsmen in their friend's wedding, and they have to get along for the weekend, but they do not like each other. So the kind of banter between the two is really interesting. I would say that as of right now, like, it's not really a hate to love type thing. Something happened in their past, so they don't like each other very much right now, but it's more one-sided, in my opinion. Either way, I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm really looking forward to finishing this book and having another series caught up. Now, I have not physically owned any of these books, but this next one I actually do. So this one has been on your TBR forever, and this one definitely fits, and it is Batman Nightwalker. This is the second book in the DC Icons series. I've read Wonder Woman, Warbringer. It was okay. I'm not a huge fan of DC, but I would like to give these a shot to see how I feel about them. They're each written by different authors, and then like the last 4 books or something are all following Harley Quinn, so I don't know what happened there, but anyway. All I know about this, obviously, is it's following Batman. I don't know anything else. So the next prompt was Autumn Hopefuls, and for this one I'm going to be reading A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. This was on my Autumn Hopefuls, and I'm really looking forward to getting to it. It's one that I've wanted to read for a really long time, so I'm glad that I'm going to finally be getting to it. The next prompt, I actually realized that I accidentally doubled up, so I'm going to backtrack a bit. We're going to go back to the orange, brown, and red on the cover. And for that one, I'm switching out Warrior Girl Unearthed with Captured by the Fey Beast. So I'm going to read that. I don't really know what it's about. It's one that came up from a Storygraph thing on my TBR game, but I'm going to be reading it for that prompt. And Warrior Girl Unearthed is going for by an Indigenous author. That was where I originally had it, and then I had something else, and I've been mixing things all around, and I got confused. It's fine. And the final prompt is to read a book with supernatural elements, and for that I'm going to be reading How to Fake It with a Fae. Again, I don't really know what this is about. It's fake dating, obviously. I'm really looking forward to reading some more on my Kindle and some more unique kind of things that interest me. So we'll see how this month goes. That is my full TBR for the month. Obviously there are the activity challenges, but those don't have books correlated to them. So that's it for this video. I really hope that it came out and that you guys get to see it. I'm really nervous. Once I got talking, it got a little bit better, as it usually does, as it did when I first was making videos. I don't know if this is going to continue. It's really hard with 3 kids trying to find time to film, let alone space to film, because these are my shelves right now. I've got some books in my bedroom. I've got books stacked up that I need to go through. I have a series planned to go through my books, but that's in the future. So for now, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to hope that this video came out. I'm going to rewatch it before I try to film something else and see. But thank you for joining me if you see this, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll see you in another video, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't, like the video, check out Donna and Charlotte, and I'll see you guys very soon, hopefully. Bye!